So today we are going to be showing you how to make two different kinds of ornaments using two very similar sets of supplies. This is a list of everything that you'll need to complete these projects. I would recommend getting a hanger or a rack to hang your items on. It's just going to make it easier in the drying process. And of course, you're going to need to provide something to blow up these balloons. I actually recommend the Balloon Buddy for this, which is one of my favorite party essentials. The first thing that you're going to want to do is get organized by separating your parts out for the order in which you're going to use them, and then you're going to have some fun blowing up your balloons. Like I said, we're going to be using the Balloon Buddy today, which is pretty much my go-to when it comes to anything balloon related. This thing has 3 different attachments, so you can do all different kinds of balloons, including the balloon animal kind.
So it goes on like this. Whoa, that's a weird shaped balloon.
So this is definitely worthwhile at the $20 or so price point, at least at the time I purchased it. The size and shape of the balloons ultimately won't matter, and it's going to be up to you at the end, but I prefer them to be a small, round, palm-sized ball.
Okay, so you're basically going to want to blow them into palm-sized balls. And then I'll show you what to do.
This next part involves Mod Podge or whatever glue of your choosing you decide to use, and whatever type of sparkle you want to add, if any. We like to use either glitter or these stars that we found at Michael's in the confetti glitter section that I thought were really cute and holiday themed. What you're going to do is you're going to take a bowl and add a small amount of Mod Podge to the bottom and then a pinch of glitter. Then you're going to go ahead and take your popsicle stick and mix that up. Now you can put your yarn in and make sure you give it a good coating of adhesive and confetti. And then you're going to take that and wrap it around whatever color balloon you choose, just making sure to cover it completely with Mod Podge or adhesive and wrapping the string or yarn or whatever you're doing in whatever fun pattern of your choosing. Once you're done wrapping, you're going to want to take your ornament hook and hook it somewhere in between your rope or fiber and then hang your ornament up to dry. This is going to take a few hours to possibly days, so you're going to want to put it somewhere out of reach of tiny hands or furry friends. If you find that you have strings not laying a certain way that you want them to, you can do your best to manipulate them with the Mod Podge or glue and make them lay down or whatever it is that's going on. You may find occasionally that when you're getting started, it becomes difficult to hold the string in place, but if you just go slowly, it'll work out for you, I promise. Now, while you can literally begin wrapping by just holding the yarn in place with one thumb, you can also tie a knot around the end of the balloon to get started. Now, don't worry if you find that you have leftover Mod Podge, because we're going to use that for our next project.
And there's this time old classic using popsicle sticks and yarn. You put 2 together like this. You can leave out a tail. Over. Ready?
You're making a wheel. We're gonna make a bike wheel. Yeah, gonna make a bike.
So I'm not sure if you're going to remember this one or not, but this was a classic for me growing up. Basically, what you're going to do is take 2 popsicle sticks and put them together in the form of an X, and then begin to wrap yarn around the outside of them. You can feel free to take some artistic liberties here with this, with the way in which you wrap and the number of times you wrap around before you move to each stick. I like to wrap the yarn around one full time, and then on the end of the second wrap around, move to the next popsicle stick. So you'll see how I'm doing it in the above clips. I forget what we used to call these in school growing up, but they always ended up looking somehow either like snowflakes or little kites. Either way, once you've finished wrapping and it's time for you to seal off your ends, what you're going to do is cut the thread and then take a tiny piece of the glue and press that down and wrap it around so that way it's finally laying flat. You can also choose to cut the tail end if that is easier for you as well, and then take some glue and seal up the other ends. And if you still have some glitter or embellishments or confetti in yours, make sure you use those to decorate this as well. Since we're using the silver stars, you're going to see me start to pack some of those onto this as I finish sealing this one up. Once that's all done, you're going to want to add a ornament hook to your piece and then hang that up on either your clothes hanger or drying rack to dry.
Alright, so now we've got this. It's hanging up to dry.
To go upside down.
Now, you may think that you want to pop these, and you may think that you're supposed to pop these, but trust me on this one, it is not. Do not waste your time and effort and energy popping these. Let me show you why.
Sharp like this. Whoa!
Besides, then you'll just have to fish the balloon out, and I don't know, that would just be weird. But, I mean, it does kind of look cool, but not exactly the look that we're going for here. So, don't do this. Do as I say, not as I do. But here, one more oddly satisfying pop to get it out of all of our systems.
Whoa!
I talked to Charlie.
These ones look a little weird. But we're going to wait for the other ones to dry completely.
The drying process can take forever. I feel like these ones took close to 48 hours to be completely dry, but they ended up turning out so cute. It was worth it in the end. So just be patient with yourself. And they're completely dry when all of the white disappears, so keep that in mind. We ended up deciding to save all of these, even the ones that didn't turn out quite right, and Violet's adorable attempts because she was so determined to do it on her own. And we're going to hang them up above our doorway until it's time to go get our tree, and these will be what we decorate with this year. I'm pretty happy with how they came out, and especially love the colors that we decided to choose. Just classic, simple, black and red, and white and green. Oh, and it doesn't really matter what type of ornament hooks you use, but we used the fancy ones. So feel free to have fun with this craft and let me know if you give it a try or would in the comments below. Thanks for watching.